Hey everybody, it's me, the biggest feminist ever in the world. Well, there's a bunch of other stuff I am too, but we'll just stick with that one for today. So, as the biggest feminist ever in the entire world ever, the flat world, might I add, I am going to make this announcement to everybody, if you haven't gotten it yet. Okay, so come close. I want to get you prepared for this big announcement. Okay, the Daily Stormer is completely controlled by the enemy. Yeah. In case it wasn't obvious yet, when you have articles like this one, which came out, what was it, yesterday, a couple days ago, and, well, we're going to take a little trip through the Daily Stormer forum together, and we're going to read all of the wonderful, noble, Aryan things that these wonderful men who us retarded women who only think about Louis Vuitton bags and I don't know, like what we're gonna cook for dinner. We don't understand. They've got it all figured out, okay? In between watching anime and jerking off to sex robot porn, they're gonna save us. So let's just take a little trip together. We're really not supposed to be in there, us retard women, so we might be stoned to death for this, but I'll make up for it. Next video, I'll wear a burqa, okay? Alright, so let's take a look at some of these wonderful little things that they talk about on there. And thank you to my spy, B, who is going through the forums and just sending me all of the gems. Okay, so here's the first one. And pardon me because I'm looking at a computer. I'll put it a little bit closer to the camera. Okay, here we go. I used to work out in a gym, and over time I became friendly with several of the female regulars who came in to work out. They were all married and lived in McMansions. They eventually started to tell me about their unhappy marriages. Either the husband wasn't affectionate, attentive enough to them, he changed, or he became an abusive asshole. Believe it or not, I was too naive to realize that they wanted more than just a sympathetic ear. They were looking for a fuck buddy. One woman was a particularly good-looking MILF who was Norwegian, excellent Aryan DNA. I still kick myself for not jumping on that when I had the chance. Family values. It's great. Wonderful. Okay, so next we have awesome article. Women are at best confused, at worst flat out inept. Yeah, I've got to admit, I had to ask for help to get out of bed this morning because I was like, what the hell do I do? Husband, tell me what I'm supposed to do. What do I do? You want me to make pancakes? Yes, honey. I mean, like, what? We can't make decisions. We're pretty much not human. And that's what it gets to at the end of these comments. I'll show you that the new meme that they're injecting is that women aren't even human. We're at best like domesticated animals. So yeah, I wonder why women aren't flocking to white nationalism. And I'm not saying all white nationalists support this stuff, but these are the controlled opposition fronts that get the most coverage, that get the most attention and the most funding. So, all right, let's move on. I don't know. I'm like really attracted to these guys. And seeing as how marriage is like nothing and you can just screw whoever you want because they're not happy in their marriage anymore, I need to start hanging out with these guys because, wow, these guys know really how to treat a woman. Okay. Andrew, write a book about female psychology. I will buy it. I am dead serious. Wow, that would be great. What would it be? Like Thai ladyboys with Andrew Anglin? Or like, I don't know, sex tourism, vacations with daddy's credit card, using daddy's money? I don't know. Sounds good. I don't know. It might compete with Matt or Fat Horny's Do the Philippines Get AIDS? Okay. That's the sequel. I'm sure it's going to come out soon. Andrew, thanks to you, I have learned quite a bit about relationships and women. Ugh! They're disgusting. This article was very helpful. I'm not even going to read the rest. Look, I think that there might be a few, well, more than a few, unfortunately, misogynistic retards that just have like such a phobia of women, and they're like, oh, women fucking suck, but I'm straight. They're just like mentally ill. But I think a lot of this is just, it's a funded operation. These are probably either bots or paid commenters to keep injecting this narrative of, like white Sharia. Yeah, us Muslims know how to get our women in line, and look around you, women are acting like sluts. It's their fault. And you know what I hear too is that women, we're the gatekeepers of sex. And yeah, I guess you could say that because women are pursued, and they're, obviously a woman could choose to have many different partners, and it's not very hard. But a man is more, he pursues and woos and all that. But to say that it's women being freed that caused all of this degenerate behavior in both men and women is just retarded, okay? I hear all the time that women have been freed, and I'm like, freed to do what? To be wage slaves? We were freed from, staying at home, and now we have to go out and work for a boss? I mean, I don't see that as freedom. None of us are free, seeing as how we have a fractional reserve banking system that, our money is debt. So we're all debt slaves. But, I don't know. When I see a man beating a woman, my instinct is to ask him if he needs assistance. Like, beating her more. Great post. I view your reaction as something Andrew should be aware of. I think these kinds of articles make men go MGTOW more than anything. Yeah, I was recently told by Sean Surplus, who left the network because I'm an evil feminist, and I basically told him to fuck off when he would call me that. I was told that I am the reason that men go their own way, and gosh, I feel so guilty about that. I'm so sorry that I'm evil. My son, that I love more than anything, and I wanted a son, by the way. I didn't want a daughter. I wanted a son first. I secretly just hate him. I hate his guts. Because I'm a feminist. Okay. Next one. Do you know what to say with a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You've done told that bitch twice. This is so Aryan. This is so noble. I love this. This is great. Again, why don't women like this? Why don't women love the alt-right? Why? I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's great. Okay. Another one. What do you tell a woman with a black eye? Nothing. She's already been told. Wow, these are really funny. Women are not equal to men, and they are not capable of making adult decisions generally. What? I also keep hearing this thing repeated that it's like, they say, oh, well, you wanted to be free from men. You wanted to be, you didn't want to be dependent on a man, and now look where it got you. It's like, why should anybody be dependent on anybody else? I don't get that. If you have a daughter, do you really want her to be completely dependent on a man? I'm not saying that she shouldn't be married and be monogamous and have a family and be faithful to her husband and have a healthy relationship, but why should women have to depend on a man to live? I don't think that's right at all. Now, I'm not saying this whole independent woman, I don't need no man, get the hell out, man hatred. I'm not about that. That's disgusting. But why should a woman have to depend on a man to eat? I just think that's really not European at all. That's very Semitic. Not our people. So they're injecting this Semitic poison, and it's actually affecting a lot of the young boys. It's really scary. Just like porn poisoned boys and girls, This is new poison because they think it's, ooh, it's edgy. It's like this intellectual stuff. Ooh, we're having F. Roger Devlin talk about all this research he's done. And oh, does this guy have a family? Does he have children? Does he have a wife? No, he's most likely a faggot sodomite. But he's going to sit there and tell you all about women and how basically you need to treat them like shit. Because that's what we want. You know, I don't want my husband to be sweet with me or you know, give me a hug or a kiss. No, I want him to smack me across the face and give me a black eye. Because that's totally what we secretly want. We want to be lied to as well, right, Lana? Yeah, okay. No, actually, you're just getting paid to lie. We don't want you to lie, so there's that. Most of the time, it's women's fault. They love to manipulate men only because they got pussy. I don't know. I guess they're saying, like, don't intervene if a woman is getting the shit beat out of her. Or, in most cases, raped, like it's going to be happening even more with all these invaders coming in. They want to prep the men for totally not doing anything to help their women. And it's really, it's very concerning. It's very concerning to most women that I've talked to. And again, everyone, you know, I get these emails all the time, and I know it's a compliment and it's nice, but I'm starting to be like, stop saying this because you don't even know what you're talking about. But everyone says, I wish there were more women out there like you. There are a lot of women that think just like me, but they don't want anything to do with this white nationalism crap right now, or this alt-right crap, because they're being blamed and looked at as second-class citizens, and they don't want anything to do with that. So this gender war has really, really screwed our people up for the time being, for right now. And I really just want to keep exposing the manufactured gender war, because it's not organic. Andrew Anglin might be a little midget loser manlet who, you know, hates women because he can't get a white woman because he's just disgusting. And again, you know, this is going on another tangent here, but a lot of men assume that women are only about looks. I keep hearing that repeated all the time. I've dated guys that my friends did not find attractive, that looking back, I'm like, oh, what the hell was I thinking? But I really liked the way they treated me. They treated me like I was special. They treated me like I was worthy of love. And we're not hypergamous. This is such a freaking lie that's repeated over and over and over again. If I was hypergamous, why am I with somebody that we are living like paycheck to paycheck? Because I want somebody that has the same morals and values as me and that is not going to compromise their beliefs and doing the right thing. And they're not going to compromise the truth for money or for status or fame, you know, and that's why I chose the person that I'm with. So if I was hypergamous, why didn't I take all those opportunities I had when I was living in the city to go be with rich so-and-so and, oh, go on this vacation and that vacation? Because I didn't fit in with those people. I can't live like that. I can't lie to myself. So, yeah, you can go on about your hypergamy all you want. Oh my gosh, it's such an epidemic. They seriously talk about it like it's freaking the most important thing on the agenda. We have rape refugees like flooding into our countries, and they're sitting there in their little conference rooms like, well, that one time that a woman said this to me, I thought that she was just terrible. And they're all like, oh. It's like Jared Taylor Amren type crap. Mental masturbation, waste of time, scapegoating, and things are going to continue to get pushed at us. And to sit there and talk about these non-issues like this, it's a red flag to me, but to everybody else, it's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What, I mean, we know who's guilty, we know what it is, so now let's do something about it. And yeah, this manufactured gender crap it's not gonna last. I mean, I think a lot of people are worried about it. Sorry, there's a breeze coming through my windows. I have my iPad on top of a plaything. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I don't want to go on and on and on about it, but if you still take Andrew Anglin seriously, please Go away from me. Go away. And if you want to think that I'm infighting or that I'm a shill, that's totally fine. I really don't care. But anybody at this point that tries to convince me that what Andrew Anglin is saying is helpful, I don't want to talk to you anymore, or I think you're a complete shill because you can't justify what is so damn obvious. And that's the same for alt-right. Any of these new right, alt-right platforms, which are growing by the day, that want to scapegoat and bitch and moan about feminism all day. Oh, women. Oh my God. Oh, did you hear that they want to work? They actually, did you hear they want to go to school? They want an education? Fuck that. This is so stupid. Yeah, let's talk about the 19th Amendment when we don't even have freedom of speech. Holy shit, you guys. This is why I can't talk about this, because I get so worked up. It's so friggin', it's painful to see your people facing this threat, and they're like sitting there bickering like, well, feminism, when it's the Jew that's pulling the strings the whole time, and everyone wants to scapegoat. I guess that's it. Get triggered if you really still identify as alt-right after all the friggin' evidence of not only your god emperor being a complete pedo, a piece of shit owned by Jews, the one that's probably going to usher in like RoboCops and all this technology that's just going to enslave us further, and you're all like, yay, they're building a wall. Yeah, dumbasses, Israel's building a wall to keep us in. We are like the new Palestinians, you morons. Wake up. I can't be nice anymore. I can't be like, oh, would you mind waking the fuck up, please, because we're gonna die. No, I can't be nice about it anymore. And if you're still listening to me and you're triggered, then you clearly like being yelled at because you keep coming back for more. Real quick, another reason why we are like the Palestinians right now, did you know the other night on CNN, during what was supposed to be Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown season premiere or something, they broadcast 30 minutes of tranny porn on CNN for all to see. 30 minutes. It was an accident, though. Oh my God! Oh, geez, we just weren't paying attention for 30 minutes, and somehow tranny porn leaked in. You guys, they're just throwing it in our faces at this point. If you guys are seriously still saying things like, you know, oh, next time we'll just vote for someone different, then I don't even know what to say to get through to you. Just please move aside, because you're getting in the way. Yeah, keep exposing this crap. We're not gonna take this bait of like, oh, well, obviously we're not, but a lot of people are. So if you're someone that's taking this bait and is getting all like angry at white women, like, let me virtually slap you, splash some cold water on your face, and just realize that this is a psychological operation to get you to not do anything about the threat that is headed our way, that is here, that the complete control and lack of control that we have as people living in this country, and the power that we need to take back lawfully. So we are on the side of truth. These people are committing treason. They're committing crimes that need to be punished, and all we are doing is upholding the law. So for people that think it's extreme to say go muster in front of, I think AIPAC, the militia is going to be going there, and they will be armed. You know, people are thinking, oh my God, it's a honeypot, because they're going to have guns, and they're going to go, assert their rights at an AIPAC conference. I understand that people are hyper paranoid, but why do we have these guns? Why do they want them taken away? I'm not saying to go out there and start shooting people, but if you're armed, they are way less likely to mess with you. And it's our right. It's our right. So I hope everybody stops being so scared to point out the obvious. You know, I know a lot of people that are really aware of this whole controlled opposition with the alt-right, with Donald Trump, with Andrew Anglin, but they're too afraid to say something. And that's just, you got to get over that. You have to get over that, because what, you're too afraid to say something now? What, are you going to be too afraid when there's like a gun in your face? Yeah, you will. So now it's time to start getting ready, psychologically prepared to always fight for the truth and to stand up to the enemy. And I see a lot of people that are just too afraid to even call this stuff out. And I'll take the hits because, I'm already hated. I really don't care. So I'll continue to grow from your hate. I'm going to use it as power. It's going to make me invincible. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stop buying this crap. Stop going to these stupid conferences where you're going to mentally masturbate and blame women for everything for 5 days or whatever. Snap out of it. We have got to do something, man and woman together, to stop this madness. And it's only going to work. It's only going to change when we hold hands and unite and face our common enemy instead of attacking. And really, I'm seeing the attacking way more towards women. I do not see any, not one. Despite what people try to say about me, I have never heard anyone else blame our current situation solely on white men, because we know who the real enemy is. And you know what? A lot of these women are way braver than any of you guys that are sitting there behind anime avatars blaming women because your chicken tendies got burnt or something. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and please stay away from this poison.